Welcome back, everyone, to the topic of the week. The topic of the week this week is sex. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about... I love this topic because no one talks about it. Because we have this sense of shame, especially women. No, I can't pleasure myself. Ooh, that's disgusting. It isn't disgusting. It is the most normal thing in the world, and we all need to do it in a moderate and balanced way. And I also think let's get rid of some of this shame and this feeling of repulsion behind masturbation, but also talking about sex. It's completely normal. Obviously there's a time and place for it, and getting comfortable with opening up about this. And I'm speaking about men and women, of course. With women, we have this, we feel like we need to perform, because when you watch a porn film, which are very, none of this is authentic, obviously, because it isn't, but it's very exaggerated, like, and all these sounds, and it's all a lot of use of your vocal cords. And none of it is real, and we feel like this is what I need to do. I watched it, and when you're younger and you're curious as a teen, someone shows you this, and you think, oh God, is this what I have to do? And then you never really focus on the feelings, and it's tense in the beginning if we never learn to really relax and become free in that moment, and not think about, oh, my bum looks like this, and the roll is over here, and that's another thing. It's an insecurity about our body and about ourself. And so there's this tension, and tension is gonna cause you to not release when you are about to have an orgasm, or when you are having an orgasm. It's a sense of freedom and relief, right? Because you are not tense beforehand, and over-analyzing it in the act as well, that you get frustrated because you can't have an orgasm, you can't come, and it's very stressful. And so in the end, we don't really want to do it anymore, because the man comes, he tends to always, and you just feel like you're not getting anything out of it, so why bother doing it? And that affects the marriage, it affects relationships, and then what happens? You're not happy, they're not happy, and we never know what that may cause, right? So there's nothing wrong with you pleasing yourself, whether you're a man or a woman. Men, you have to do it, okay? So this is your homework, all in a balanced way, is to masturbate on a regular basis. That this is something that's completely natural and normal, and that you do this frequently. It doesn't matter how or where, preferably in a private place, please, thank you very much. But women have a repulsion towards it, and there's a shame. And we think, well, I don't really like myself, I'm not really in the mood. But you don't have to be in the mood, you need to get yourself in that mood and fall in love with your body. Whether you are massively overweight, those curves are sexy. Anything can be sexy. You just need to see yourself in a different light. And the more you do this on a regular basis, the more you feel relief, less stressed. For depression, this is wonderful, because we lose our libido when we are depressed, and it is hard to get back into that routine, but you are releasing stress and unburdening yourself, quite literally. So for women, I would like to just mention something. It's very hard sometimes to do this yourself without any toys or anything else that you would like. And some of us think, oh no, I don't want to buy, I'm not one of those people that buys those kind of things. Where am I going to buy it? Well, first of all, you can buy this on the internet. It's very easy. No one knows, right? The package comes with no design on it. No one will ever know what's inside that package. That's just for you to know. You don't need to share this with anything that's private. But they're super affordable. You can get all these different ones. There's actually one called, now I can't think of the word, but it will come to me. It will come to me throughout this video. So for men, I find that there's been a lot of erectile dysfunction, especially starting from a certain age, and also when there's been trauma, when there's been losses, a lot of men have been having erectile dysfunction due to COVID. The stresses, the burdens of providing and not being able to provide, the pressure is causing them to not be able to have an erection. And you'd be surprised what comes out in these hypnotherapy sessions that I've been giving, and how it works afterwards. I have a lot of male clients that afterwards are so relieved, and so they have wives or partners, or even when they're on their own, because it is important to have that sexual connection with your partner, but also with yourself, because if that partner's not there, then or you split up or whatever happens, you never know, because nothing is forever, right? So we need to get into that habit of becoming sexual with ourselves, and that's okay. To set some time, if you're a single mother or a single father and you don't really get the chance, then have that time in the shower when the kids are asleep, then make time for you. Again, this is another self-care, self-love. And it sounds a bit weird because you're like, yeah, but it's sex. It's not, it's important. I say this, it's important. Also, women struggle to have orgasms because they don't really feel safe. There's things that happen, and also to men, our world isn't always a beautiful place. It is a beautiful place, but unfortunately, especially for women and young girls, things happen. There's sexual abuse, there's rape, there's child molestation, which happens more to boys actually, strangely, and this causes imprints, and after that there is no desire for sex. Sex is dangerous, it hurts, I have no right, I have no power, I lose all of my power if I let go. And out of all of this, what I just said is the biggest thing. If I lose that control when I have an orgasm, because that's what you do, you're woo, and you make faces and sounds and whatever else you do, that is losing control, and it's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's ecstatic, and it's healthy. But if we have a fear of losing control because when we were kids we didn't feel safe, if we felt that we were in danger, it doesn't always have to be sexual, but sometimes it comes out in our sex life, that if when we were children our parents fought a lot or we got bullied, all of these things are very much related for why you may not be able to have an orgasm, why you may not be able to get an erection, and why we have certain fetishes, right? A lot of people have very, I don't want to say strange, because that's just my opinion, right? But very interesting fetishes, and there's always a subconscious reason for that. There's always a reason. So if you struggle as a woman to have an orgasm, if you don't want to have sex anymore, and it's a problem in your relationship, then you can't run away from that. If you've committed to someone, this is part of it. That relationship won't last if you do not have sex. So what is it that you want to do? Do you want to continue this relationship? Is it worth it? Because it feels good when you feel good about yourself, when you feel confident and you are ready to just let go and to lose control for that moment, then everything else will align and will flow, and you'll be able to have a wonderful sex life and your relationship will thrive. So if you are in a relationship, please have a little think about this, especially us women, because it tends to be, I don't know what, I've never really had this, but that it's the woman that doesn't want to, oh, I've got a headache, darling. Oh no, I have to go and tuck the children in. But it's not always the women. But if you are one of those, then that's okay. But what do you want to do about it? Because there are solutions, right? It's not for him or for her, it is for you. Don't you want to have that feeling of absolute ecstasy that you can have? And you can have this on your own, and that's what I was going to mention. If you are single, male or female, and you notice you're very stressed and you're very tense, then I would recommend you do that. So this is the homework that I am giving. First, for men, which should be at least 2 times a week, at least. So don't go over the top, but find a balance between that. You may already do it. If you struggle with erections, then please feel free to contact me via my website, leliahypnosis.com. I've had a lot of success with these hypnotherapy sessions. We find out with regression what is the cause for this, the reason of why you can't get an erection, and you'll be surprised how rapidly it works. I just have to say this because a lot of people have warned me about making a video about sex, is that the erection doesn't happen when you're in the session, okay? So when you're in the hypnotherapy session with me, that's not gonna happen then, so you're fully comfortable, so don't worry. And if it does, it doesn't matter. That's not what I'm focusing on, right? I'm there to guide you. But it works very rapidly. I've had so many male clients, and after about 3 days, it was all working. I have had only one that didn't respond as well, but we're all different. We're all individuals, and we need to continue that work. But up till now, I've had a lot of clients, male clients, that have had this issue really up to the ages of 70 actually, and it has worked, and they are connected, and they are able to be intimate, and it's wonderful. Relationships thrive. It's beautiful, because when you are connected, you are together and you feel each other and you trust each other even more. And if you don't trust people, if you don't trust and that you can lose control and be held, then how are you going to be able to have an orgasm if you are a woman? Or even a man, you may struggle. And it can also be related to guilt. Guilt is a big one for being able to come. So for women, if you are very much someone that doesn't like this topic of toys, of a vibrator, then that's okay. Just become a little bit more open-minded. If you need any suggestions, there's no shame, there's no embarrassment here. Feel free to let me know. What I will do, however, is that I will put the name of the vibrator. It's very small, it's very affordable. You can get it on Amazon. The packet there's no labels on it, so no one will know what you're buying, and it really does work. And then you are in control, because it's just you, maybe in the shower or wherever it is that you take your time to be with you and to release some of that stress. It really does help. And if you need any help with getting the confidence to show off your body in front of your partner, maybe you wear a t-shirt and you don't feel very sexy, and that's why you don't want to have sex, and that's okay. That's understandable. Maybe your partner is becoming impatient now because he's frustrated or she's frustrated, and she just wants or he wants to have sex and bond with you. For men, it's very simple. They want to have sex because they want to have connection too. It's not just that they're animals and they have the pleasure. Of course, that's part of it. We have that as well. But we all want connection. So if you see it in a different way, rather than getting annoyed, like, oh, he's asking me again, here he goes. It's not always about that. They want to be close and they want to connect. So have a think about it. And if you need anything, if you have any question, just feel free to send me an email or directly to my website. Everything is confidential. Anything you ask me stays with me and is encrypted, so you can be assured that information and those questions stay private. So you can contact me on leliahypnosis.com, and I am always there to help you. And if you need anything, it would be my pleasure to guide you along the way. So take care. And just feel a little bit sexy today. Put some jazzy music on. Maybe not jazz if that's not what you're into. Whatever it is that you like, put that on and get into the mood. Because when I put hip hop on, I'm like, yeah, son, let's have a little party. Here we go. And get rid of that shame. If you want to get rid of that shame and you feel like you can't also give me a ring and let me know. But see it as something that is completely normal. I eat, I drink, I go to the toilet, I masturbate, I have sex, I do all of these things, and they are just normal and natural, and it's okay. I am here to help. If you need me, call me, and I will be there for you, supporting you emotionally. Take care and have a sexy day.